Did y'all hear about the new Princess Tiana series that got canceled after 5.5 years? Let's talk about this. Because I don't care what nobody says. If this was a Frozen series that was announced in 2019, they would have been on season 4 or 5 by now. And y'all know this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning back in. I'm back with another video, and this video comes after some news from Disney that I'm sure many of us didn't want to hear. I'm sure most of us didn't even know what's happening, because a lot of people didn't even know that Princess Tiana was getting her own series. You know, the only black princess from the whole collection. She was supposed to get her own series, but this was announced 5 years ago. 5 years later, after going through all of this development hell, they announced a few days ago that the Tiana series is canceled, is shelved, and is never coming out.
Now, you done pissed me off.
This is interesting because a few months ago, I made a video about this exact thing. Like, what's taking the series so long? What's with the delay? When it was announced in 2019, mind you, it's 2025. 2019, so 5.5 years ago, this was announced. Everything else that was announced with it either then came out, was rebranded, repurposed, or is on season 2, 3, or 4 right now. But for some reason, with the Tiana series, you know, the Black Princess series, there was such a delay, such a hold up. They wasn't talking about it. They wasn't releasing no teasers.
Nothing at all.
That same picture of her running on the boat. And it's like, y'all were so easily able to just shelve it and just announce, oh, it's never coming out. Oh, we know we told you 5 years ago it was coming out, but yeah, actually we decided to shelve it, and we're not gonna do no more long form original content anymore, ever. And this is why I and many other people think that compared to the other Disney princesses, Disney hates Princess Tiana. I know that's a bold statement, and a lot of people could be like, oh, what do you mean? Da, da, da. And a lot of people have this debate where it's like, oh, they're only doing that because she's the black princess. And a lot of people are like, no, it's just this, it's just that. But it's like, when you really look at it, it's like, you gotta really dig deep into this, really look at this and see, like, and try to figure out what's going on behind the scenes. Who are the people in charge behind the scenes, to the point where you announced something 5.5 years ago with the only black Disney princess you have on the roster. Everything else that was announced with it came out already, like I said, or it got repurposed, or it's on a second, third season. After 5 years, y'all didn't make no type of developments, no type of nothing. Or y'all didn't do enough, or y'all didn't, whatever the case is, y'all felt comfortable enough after 5.5 years to just cancel the whole thing? After y'all announced it 5.5 years ago? And then it's kind of like, if you were so easily able and ready to just cancel it, how much of it did y'all really get done?
Could somebody please make it make sense?
Princess Tiana just seems like the black sheep of the Disney princesses. She seems like the bad stepchild. She seems like the bastard child of the Disney princesses that Disney every so once in a while has to deal with and be like, oh, okay, Ariel, Cinderella, Snow White, oh, Princess Tiana, what we gonna do with her? That's the attitude.
You talking about class? You got a lot of nerve.
Because I don't care what nobody says. If this was a Frozen series that was announced in 2019, they would have been on season 4 or 5 by now. And y'all know this.
Down like that, okay?
Princess Tiana always gets the short end of the stick. They even tried to come out with an amusement park ride for her a year ago. But what happened with that? It was so much controversy with it. They replaced Space Mountain with that, which was a historical favorite ride for people. But then with the Tiana Bayou Adventures, it was always breaking down. The animatronics always got stuck. And people felt like it was just overall anticlimactic. But then what happened? With the Tiana Bayou Adventure ride, they said that it was supposed to tie into her new series. So it's like you had all this development, all this planning. You came out with a whole ride in the Disney parks to go with this Tiana series, but then you just decide to cancel it?
That doesn't make no sense.
Something is not adding up. And I know some people will watch this and be like, why are you going so hard over the Tiana series? It's going beyond just a Tiana series. It's like, I feel like with all or most of the black projects, or most of the black female-led projects, animated, live action, Disney is in some sort sabotaging them to the point where they only get one season, then they get canceled, they never come out, or it's always some type of controversy with it, or they basically just don't get promoted enough. So when it does come out, a lot of people don't know about it. So then Disney is like, oh, after one season, we're canceling this because y'all didn't promote it in the first place for people to even know about it.
Oh my God.
And come to find out, a lot of people was already working behind the scenes with the series, like some animators and like people that do the music. Some songs were already done for the show. Somebody even tweeted that one of their friends went to Vancouver, Canada, and was working on the series for a few months. They moved all the way to Vancouver to work on the series and do this and do that just for it to get canceled. So you think about that. You get together a team to do all of this work for all these months, or who knows, maybe even years, because like I said, it's been 5.5 years. And then after all this work, you're just gonna cancel it? So in essence, they're not even gonna get paid for what they did because it's never gonna come out.
Okay, let's just try it again! You bunch of bastards!
Y'all believe this shit? Can y'all believe this?
To me, I'm just like, damn, did Anika Noni Rose, the actress who voices Princess Tiana, did she even get to do some voiceovers? Like, what happened to where they was just like, you know what, we're just gonna cancel this. But mind you, you see how they canceled it 3 days after Black History Month?
The lowest is what? 0.
Y'all noticed that, right? I didn't really notice it until people kept saying it in the comments. I was like, damn, y'all wait 3 days after Black History Month ends to announce that the Princess Tiana series is canceled. When it's like, usually for Black History Month, Disney has this thing where it's like, they wanna show and promote all their black projects and this and that. But instead, they waited until after Black History Month was over to be like, oh yeah, that Tiana series y'all been waiting 5.5 years for, it's canceled.
Why?
This is why we think Disney hates Princess Tiana. And I feel like it almost feels like she's a burden on them. Like they don't really want to deal with that character and her storyline. But because she was introduced 15, 16 years ago, they kind of like, okay, what are we going to do with her? There's so much confusion and backlash and delay when it comes with Princess Tiana. But with all the other princesses, y'all can easily make this, make that, make this, make that. Make a new show, make a new movie, a live action, and this or that. Musicals. Some of these Disney princesses done had their own musicals. But with Princess Tiana, it's like, you know, you could put her on a shirt, you could make a doll, you can have somebody dress up as her in the Disney parks. But when it comes to like content, like a show or a movie, a live action movie, whatever the case is, it's like non-existent. The only form of media we really got with Princess Tiana is the Princess and the Frog movie, where she was a frog for like 70% of the movie.
I don't understand. I swear to God, I don't understand.
This was a chance for Disney to redeem themselves because they did make her a frog for a majority of that movie. So we get new content with Princess Tiana as herself. And, you know, you get to see different storylines and then, you know, her in the town and working in the restaurant and the husband and da-da-da-da-da. Because that's another thing, another theme Disney has. Like, when it comes to some of their black characters, they always end up as animals or non-human for most of the movie. For some reason. Now that chance is done because they canceled it. But like I said, we have to talk about this because it's not making sense. But if you want it to make sense, it will. Something with these black projects or black characters, Disney has such a problem with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is. Like, what's going on behind the scenes that it took 5.5 years for y'all to come up with the Frozen movie, the this, the that. Y'all have all these ideas and, oh, Frozen 1, Frozen 2, Frozen 3. Well, you can't put together an 8-episode Tiana series.
You think you know, you have no idea.
Tiana's a hard worker. She fights for what's right. All kind of different things you could have did with that. The scenery, the aesthetic, the New Orleans setting. Y'all had so much y'all could have done. But for some reason, it's like, oh, we don't know. Sorry. Canceled. And there was rumors that there's supposed to be some type of live action movie with the Princess and the Frog. But I'm thinking about it, I'm like, how would they even work? How would that even look? You know, you can find somebody to be Princess Tiana, you know, like a Coco Jones or Ryan Destiny, or just get a new black actress, a fresh face to be Princess Tiana. But how is she going to look as a frog in live action? You're going to have that live 3D Lion King type of animation with her as a frog.
Down like that.
I don't know if we really want to see that. You know what I'm saying? What happened? That y'all was so easily ready to just cancel it and shelve it. And they announced, oh, it's never coming out. Like, y'all never gonna see it. Y'all not even gonna see teasers or like drafts of how it would have even looked. Wow, y'all hate Princess Tiana that bad? So I wanna know, what do you guys think about the announcement of the Tiana series getting canceled? And again, because this is news to some people, did y'all even know that they were making a Tiana series? Because they barely promoted it or marketed this, or even had any updates about it. What do you think about them canceling the Tiana series? What do you think about the idea that Disney just hates their only black princess on the roster? And this is what led to this news. And what do you think about the way Disney treats their black projects in general? And again, the Proud Family, it's been over 2 years since that last season came out. Do you think that there's gonna be announced that that's canceled, or what's the delay with that? I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna get to the bottom of this. But until then, I believe Disney hates Princess Tiana. And if y'all don't, prove me otherwise. Please leave your thoughts down below. I can't wait to read your comments, see what y'all think about this, because I'm pretty sure most of us is on the same page. Some of y'all might have a different opinion. Let's talk about it down below, because this is getting ridiculous. It's getting out of hand, and it's almost like blatantly in our face. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see y'all in the next video.